The moment my mother opened that nylon, her face changed instantly. It was like she had seen something she never wanted to see again. Her hands began to shake, and before I could even ask a question, fear filled the entire room. She held the nylon tightly to her chest and asked me in a trembling voice, "Where did you get this thing from?" When I told her it fell from my mother-in-law's box, my mother almost screamed. Back in the guest room, my mother-in-law sat quietly on the bed. Her face was calm, too calm. But her eyes carried something heavy, something dark. And in that moment, fear entered my heart like never before. I stood at the doorway watching her, my heart pounding loudly in my chest. I couldn't confront her. I couldn't scream. All I could do was pray silently that I was wrong. My mother dragged me to the sitting room and told me to kneel. She said, "Whatever this is, we must pray now." As we prayed, my body felt cold, even though the room was warm. Something was terribly wrong. Midway into the prayer, my mother suddenly stopped. She opened her eyes wide and held my hands tightly. Her voice changed, and she said words that shattered my heart completely. She said, "This thing is not ordinary. Someone is working against you from inside this house." My legs went weak, because deep down, I already knew who she was talking about. I broke down on the floor crying like a child. All the strange fights, the sickness, the missing money. Everything started making sense. And fear swallowed me whole. That night, I packed my things quietly. Not because I wanted to run, but because I wanted to leave. I knew if I stayed any longer, something worse would happen. As I stood at the door, I looked back at the room one last time. This was my home, yet it no longer felt safe. My heart was heavy, but my spirit was screaming one thing: leave. Now. Behind me, my mother-in-law watched silently. No anger. No questions. Just a strange look that sent chills down my spine. But what I didn't know was this: my leaving did not stop her. It only made things worse. What she did next almost destroyed my marriage forever. After I left the house, I thought things would finally calm down. But instead, everything became worse. My husband began to experience strange problems, things he could not explain. And for the first time, he started missing me deeply. My mother-in-law acted innocent, like nothing had happened. She cooked, she cleaned, she smiled. But something about her calmness was unnatural. It was the kind of calm that hides a storm. Not long after, my husband fell seriously ill. Hospital after hospital, test after test, nothing was found. Doctors said there was nothing wrong. Yet every day, his strength faded. Through it all, his mother watched quietly. She never panicked. She never cried. She just watched, like she already knew how it would end. That was when my husband started noticing things. The strange looks. The way his mother reacted during prayers. And the way problems began only after she came to stay. Each time he questioned her, she avoided eye contact. She changed topics. She became defensive. And suspicion slowly replaced trust. In desperation, my husband called my mother. She insisted we pray together, all of us. As the prayers intensified, the atmosphere changed. The air became heavy. Suddenly, my mother-in-law began to shake. Her voice trembled. Her strength failed her. And right there, the truth started coming out. After everything was exposed, my husband broke down. He knelt before me with tears in his eyes. He apologized for doubting me, for ignoring my pain, for choosing silence when I needed protection. I listened quietly. Not because the pain was gone, but because I was tired of carrying anger. I chose peace over bitterness. Months later, I held my baby girl in my arms. The same child I once feared I could not love. And in that moment, something shifted inside me. Love came, softly, gently, unexpectedly. Our home slowly found peace again. Not because everything was perfect, but because truth had been revealed. And darkness can never survive where light lives. This experience changed me forever. I learned that not everyone who smiles wants your good. I learned to listen to my spirit. And most importantly, I learned that survival is strength. If you are watching this and you feel unsafe, unheard, or spiritually attacked, please don't keep quiet. Speak up. Pray. And protect your life.